Hello guys, everybody. We're here for another video for you. This is Big Rich from Ohio Fish Rescue, and today we're going to try and help Skylar out because she's just having a hard time. This used to be my arcade room, okay? This little room between this doorway and that doorway was going to be all arcades. And I bought up two. This works good. The Asteroids is my original favorite. And then that one there is I think it's got like 60 games in it. It's a multi-cade. I'm going to buy more of those. But in the meantime, Skylar wanted to do her beta room, or her beta breeding project, whatever. So I said, I don't use that room much. That's just for storage of all my stuff for houses. If I need a new light, a new electrical plug, new gas pipe, it's all stored in there. New counters, cabinets, whatever. It's all stored back there. So we can block that room off and you can have this room. Well, she's made this room here basically usable but scatterbrained. So what I did was, I didn't want to change the look of the room. So what I bought 3 black sheets, and we're going to hang these sheets on the wall, turning this room all black for her from here over, because from this wall right here all the way over to this wall, we're going to hang plastic, and she's going to put a heater on the floor, heating this room to 83 degrees, and that way she won't need 100 little heaters in there for all of her betas. As long as no one's sick, they'll get along just fine at 83. They can breed, everything's fine. So if somebody gets sick, we can throw a heater in that one tank and bring it up to 86 degrees to get rid of any ick or something like that. But this looks atrocious. This is not something you can be proud of. So I'm going to make it nice for her. I'm going to help her out. She's upstairs doing something. I don't know what she's doing, but I'm going to go ahead and start the sheets from here on over the wall, cover that door, come through here and cover all the way up to here. So this will all be black. Now I've got some floor, they're like 2 foot by 2 foot, 1/2 inch thick padding that interlock together. I'm going to cover the floor with, so it'll be all nice and padded for her, and a lot nicer than this. Now the only thing I do have to do is in this wall right here, right on the other side of that door is a drain. The door hinges are here, so the door opens that way. That'll never work. I'm just going to put a 2-inch hole right there, and I'm going to run a 2-inch pipe out and over to the drain. And then we're going to have the 2-inch hose going to a little drainage sink right here. That way she can change all her water and be fine. Now up in the ceiling, we have all of our pipes here. Now I can tap into one of these and give her a hot water or a cold water faucet right there. Now what we're going to do is, like where this cabinet is, get rid of that. We're going to have a 30-gallon tub of water so that it will always be preheated, the same temperature as her tank, and she can pre-salt that because she keeps all of her beta tanks salted. So that'll be pre-salted, heated water, and we'll just keep a pump in there, and I'll put a switch right here, and she can turn the pump on and fill up the tanks. She can drain out to there. That'll make her life easier, which in turn makes my life easier if she's not complaining all the time. So, but what I'm going to work on today is just putting these black covers up, covering the walls, because see, this is an unfinished wall here, stuff like that, and make it look generally nicer in here. And then I have a rack already pre-done to go here that she can put a 40 on the bottom, 2 10s, 2 10s, and 2 10s. Now for the breeding project, she needs a couple of bigger tanks. The 140 is going to hold all of her sorority of females. Now when she has babies, she's going to need something for all the babies to grow up together in that's a little bit bigger than these little 2.5-gallon tanks or the 16-gallon tank. So maybe a second 40 across here, and then the babies can grow a while before they need to be separated and put into these little, half-gallon containers that we will have a shelf against here with all babies in there that she can sell off. This is the plans for this. So we're eliminating this tank and then eliminating everything in this corner. We don't need none of that stuff. Now them little 2.5 gallons we want more of, and what we're going to do is build her a shelf across here so the 2.5 gallons can go up there. Probably be like 10 there and 10 here, so 20 of them. And then she'll have cabinet for storage underneath for all of her stuff, like her test kits and nets and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to clean this up for her, make it look nice. let me go get some stuff and push pins and we'll start on the walls. Okay, now that's curtain number 1 done. Looks good. I got it nice and straight and even to the floor all the way over to here. It cuts in and goes around here and then it goes over there. I could not reach the corner because this tank's here, so I just temporarily pinned it up there until we move this tank. All I'm worried about is this area right here, so that I can go ahead and hook up that shelf right here. That shelf is 4 foot wide by 80 inches tall. And that'll give her room for the, like I said before, the 40 gallon, a 40 gallon, 2 10s, and 2 10s. And that should give her plenty of options for her breeding project. Now that tank won't be there, that'll be one of the 10s. Right now she's using it as 2 5s and has a divider in between. So we won't have to do that. She can use a 10 on each side. And then put paper in between. You can't use a clear divider like that with betas because they'll want to, go at each other constantly. And the babies, when they, come out, they're not really fighters, but as they grow, they become mean and don't want to be with other males. You all know you can't keep 2 males together. So as babies grow, they get that way. But I think that's a heck of a good look without actually painting everything. And I can turn this whole room into that blackness and then start from the shelving over here, move stuff from there to here, start there, build our little shelving there, because that's just going to be retail right there. And then across the back wall will be nothing. And then this area here is the next shelf I have to build, wider on bottom, and then smaller shelves going up holding the 2.5 gallons. So, and then right here, this will just be walkway. And I'm going to have to take this off to put the cover behind it. Then it'll look nice in here. We can go ahead and put the padding down and boom. But see, that just gives you a preview of what it's going to look like. It's going to look a lot nicer. Now remember, there's going to be plastic right across from here over 2 pieces that overlap like 2 foot, so that that room there is heated and out here it ain't. We'll have the walkway through here to get into the back. Now this is a mess back here, but this is, all my carpet tools are here. This is drywall tools also. I have my stilts for doing drywall. All kinds of different lights there. A bunch of wood trim here. I have all my painting supplies in the back there and down here for all the different houses. So, I mean, there's cabinets and counters in the bottom here. I can walk around back and I can walk around this side. There's piping and stuff like that, and sinks and extra stuff like that. Different fixtures. Romex, everything I need for my apartments that I don't have to buy. So if I can save it, this is the storage room. But it was also meant to be my hobby room. This here is a Z scale, Z gauge by Markland. I built that and wanted to set it up over here. It was set up at my last house, and I have a bunch more Z scale stuff that I used to build train, layouts and then sell them on eBay. But I used to also build hot rod boats. This here, I forget the wiring on here. This is a Cobra chainsaw motor. And then this back here, big old nasty steel prop and water cooled everything. I have the brand new one over there I haven't built yet. There's one under it I haven't built. There's all kinds of stuff here. These are all trains for the grandkids when they get bigger. They can ride down the train tracks and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff this room has that I need to clear out. But we just shut these doors, and I only access that room when I need something on my apartments or something. So, and you can also see she's got an abundance of 10 gallons here ready to go up here. So let me get that stand next, or the shelf. Okay, here's the 2 sides. These are the braces, and then these are the shelving. I have to not only paint them, but them are 8 foot tall. We got to cut them off right at the top of this, somewhere wherever 80 inches falls. That's just the height I've got. So we got to cut off all 4 tops and then paint them black and then set them up downstairs. So let me get started on that. Oh, also while I'm up here, we can eliminate this tank from being here. She can take this downstairs and put it on the shelving too, and then I won't have it in my dining room. This is my dining room set up for Christmas now. Remember all the gifts under the tree, but that just it shouldn't be in here. This is all her extra stuff. This tank shouldn't be here. This is supposed to be see-through and nice looking. It just really irritates me having this here, but Now I give her that room, she can have all of her stuff in one spot. And then I reclaim my dining room. And then here is the Christmas tree. The train set it's not on track or something. So there's presents there, there, and over here. Now we get rid of that fish tank, we'll be happy. And then I'll just have these 2 tower tanks here, which we don't put fish in because they're basically useless for fish. Okay, I still got to move that 10-gallon out of the way, but this will slide right on over. We got the rack in there, we cut the top off, and this will fit in there to where she can have 40-gallon across the bottom, a 10-gallon here, 10-gallon here, 10-gallon here, 10-gallon here, and she can have a row of her little 2.5s across here, or use it for storage, don't matter. But that gives her 4 10-gallons and a 40-gallon to use right here, and I think it's going to be a whole lot better than this cluster mess over here. As you know, she had babies and she didn't even know it again. So we got 3 sets of babies here, and we're running out of room real quick with it. Okay, you can see I moved the fish tank here. We got this in. We've got a little bit of the wall left, and that's where the plastic's going to be stapled to. So we have to take these shelves back outside and paint them black, but I trimmed the front of them real quick just to see what it looked like, and the black will definitely look better than the metal sticking out. So we're going to finish painting that black, and I think it looks good there. Don't stick out very much at all. It gives her plenty of room for different things. The only difference is I thought we would have more room to have 2 40s on there and then 2 sets of 10s. We don't. So with 2 sets of 10s right here, we've got enough room for 1 40. So that'll be the baby grow out tank until they get big enough to start fighting with each other. That gives them a lot of room before they start fighting with each other. And then I don't know what she's going to use the 10s for, but that also leaves her a shelf up here to where she can put in them 2.5 gallons sideways, or I would just use it for supplies or whatever. You know, all the different testers and stuff she's got going. But our next job now is to get this tank set up onto here after it's painted, and then we can move this tank right in front of it here just for temporary, so that I can get to that back wall, put the cloth across, build the drain, put in the plumbing for the water, and once we're done there, you can see, you can see that this sticks out. Here's the wall here. There's going to be shelves on here, out to about here. So this will go straight across. Then that'll be all the displays for, you know, a single beta and a single, you know, 6x6x6 cup type thing. And that's her retail area. We're going to eliminate this tank altogether. Then once we get that wall done there, we can take all of this stuff out and work on this area, because that's going to be a custom built-in shelf there to hold all these tanks and do stuff. And then she'll finally have, and then this will be open, so you have a walkway, and it'll seem like a lot of room in here compared to what she's been having, because she's walking around a cluster of mess. So what?
So nobody gets on you about my my daisy chaining. I got this.
Oh yeah. Didn't your dad get that for you for Christmas?
Yeah, my mom did.
Your mom did? So let me see that thing. I ain't never seen a 6-pack this big. This is a 12-pack.
No, 22-pack.
22?
Yeah.
5, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 22-pack. And then it's got USBs in here.
Yeah, I think there's
and it's a
too.
surge protector. So yeah, this is going to hang that on the wall right next to the rack, and she'll be good to go. So eventually, within, I'd say the next week, we'll have this done, and she will have a good breeding, you know, setup of betas. And then her job gets easier. Because right now, she ain't even trying, and we've got 3 different sets of babies at 3 different sizes. And just from, I don't know, she said the females was getting egg bound, so she threw it in with the male. Just not to breed them, but just so the female would release the eggs. And now they grew and had babies, and she didn't know for the first 2 weeks. Toward now, she's got a bunch of babies in there, and she's tripping out.
I was doing a water change, and I was getting towards the end because I was doing like a 75% water change. I look in the bucket, I see a bunch of things moving, and I'm like, is that what I think it is? I look in the tank, I'm like, there's no way. How did they live? Like, they should have been eaten from everything I've read.
Right.
So, yeah, but they lived.
So, all All right, guys. Well, I can't really build no more tonight. We're going to work on painting this. So basically, the start of the next video here, we'll start with that being all black, this being moved, and we'll build in the shelves there and continue the black around. And you guys are part of the process. You can see it and how it's happening and how we're getting it done. So thanks for watching, and until next Friday, stay fishy, my friends.